Hello everyone, this is Aegis, and I found this really epic game here between ROOTKiWiKaKi and LiquidTLO. We have this game, TLO is playing Zerg in this one, so the last ones I saw him playing in Terran, and I guess he might actually still be playing random. I believe this is from the ladder, and he does play random on the ladder, so we do have LiquidTLO spawning as the red Zerg and ROOTKiWiKaKi, or just KiWiKaKi, spawning as the blue Protoss. This was a very interesting game. I did get to preview it. I did not know that this worked, so you'll see what I'm talking about real soon as well. TLO is going to scout over in this direction with his Overlord. Going to be able to park it over the high ground here, or maybe even to spot it in the back here somewhere and be able to scout his opponent if he was spawning there. But we do have KiWiKaKi spawning over here in close positions. TLO, as the Zerg player, probably does not like that very much on this map. This is Delta Quadrant, which has these really nice constricted places for a Colossus to work on. If you can control one area, you can easily take a lot of bases on this map. It's very difficult to take your natural expansion because of how close it is to your opponent's natural expansion. You might as well be sharing the same expansion. All that there is between it is this gold expansion, which I can't imagine anyone taking it during this game. We do have a 14 pool coming up, pool and gas on this map, always good to have before. KiWiKaKi not quite walling off here, opting to build his pylon and gateway back here. Going to maybe build some sort of like SimCity thing all around his nexus here. We're going to see what TLO decides to do after this. Should be going for some Zerglings to help secure his natural expansion. We do have an Overlord now scouting in this direction, going to be able to park in this empty blank space here and do some nice scouting later on during the game. We do have a Cyber Core coming out for KiWiKaKi here, and TLO's spawning pool is now just about finished and almost has enough gas to get that speed upgrade. Speedling's good in almost any situation. We do have speed upgrade coming up, as well as 4 Zerglings and the Queen as well. We're going to see KiWiKaKi probably start working on that warp gate upgrade right away, and we do see that coming down. And we do have the a drone scouting up here and a Overlord as well. TLO does know where his opponent is now, I believe. We also have a pylon being thrown down at the front. KiWiKaKi probably deciding to wall off now. We do have Zerglings chasing away this probe here. And TLO is stopping the mining of the gas, maybe saving up enough minerals to go for an expansion. Yes, he's going for his expansion. He's using his Zerglings here to try to push KiWiKaKi back. KiWiKaKi only has 1 Stalker out. That's plenty of Zerglings here. Gonna have to back into the mineral line and use the probes to help defend as well. A couple of probes coming out also. Gonna try to help defend against these Zerglings coming in. Gonna protect his Stalker here using the probes just like those Zerglings. Stalker gonna be able to back up over here, get into a nice choke area to be able to work on those Zerglings. Zerglings now getting cleaned up. More Zerglings coming up through the front. 6 additional Zerglings that TLO is making. Gonna put the pressure up on KiWiKaKi here. Gonna be able to exploit this wall-in method, or the non-wall-in method of KiWiKaKi here. Probably wants to put up some more buildings here to help gate off his mining area, his mineral line. We do have TLO's expansion now coming up. Good use of these Zerglings, using these Zerglings to help secure his natural expansion by being very aggressive. Gonna get a cancel off on that gateway there. Probably gonna throw one down here or something to help wall off his expansion. We do have a Zealot now out. This is a very nice wall in, actually. It's preventing Zerglings from streaming in through the backside. Gonna prevent the Zerglings from walking in this way, only allowing the Zerglings to stay out here on the outside, and the Stalkers are going to be able to range these Zerglings. TLO now securing his natural expansion. You're going to transfer some drones over there, get some more Overlords spotting over the map. Zerglings still hanging out over here, seeing what the damage they can do. Maybe they could nibble on that Cybernetics core there, just out of range of the Stalkers. I'm not sure if the Stalkers can range a Zergling if it was sitting there. We do have more Zealots being spawned out here, going to be able to deal with those Zerglings real soon. We have a Spine Crawler coming up. We do know that TLO sees everything that KiWiKaKi has. He knows exactly what KiWiKaKi is doing. 3 gateways coming up, could be going for some aggression here. We have additional drones popping out, as well as the Roach Warren for TLO. Not quite getting his lair up yet. Not going for a fast lair of any sort. We do have a KiWiKaKi moving out the front with his Zealots and Stalkers. Going to be able to push those Zerglings back finally. Going to be able to finally secure his front gate. We have those Spine Crawlers up and ready to defend. We do have it trying to root itself in there right now. TLO not quite getting a creep thread to his natural. I guess he's more concerned about creeping up the front of his natural expansion here. He does have an Overlord repositioning itself, traveling its way all the way down here. We do have KiWiKaKi securing his natural expansion. We have more probes being chrono boosted, and finally grabbing that second gas. A Zergling scouting over here, seeing the natural expansion, getting thrown down here. See what TLO does to respond to this. We have a Queen out here purely for the purpose of laying creep tumors. We have a lair being started right now, as well as TLO grabbing the second gas at his main. No gas got grabbed at the natural yet. Probably not going to be going for any of that Mutalisk play that makes Protoss players want to jump off a cliff. We do have units being warped in here. A lot of Zealots, quite a bit of sentries as well, going to be able to stop those Zerglings from streaming into the main with a good force field. We have now double gas being grabbed by TLO at his natural expansion. We'll see what he decides to do with that real soon. We have Protoss pushing forward with a small army here. We'll see if he's able to do any damage here. He's moving forward. He does run into these Spine Crawlers, sees a bunch of Zerglings, and as well as the Roaches, going to have to back out of there. Going to move back to the Watchtower, maybe take up a position there. Not quite staying there. He does not want Zergling run by over here into his natural expansion. He now has his natural expansion up and saturated. Going to be grabbing the double gas here. Going to start a robotics facility. Probably going to go for some Colossus to deal with the Roach count that's coming out from TLO. He does have 4 additional Roaches on the way, as well as Glial Reconstitution, Roach Speed on the way. We also do have a Hydralisk Den here, as well as a Stargate coming up for KiWiKaKi. Very interesting play here. I'm not sure what he wants to do at the robotics facility, but he does have a Stargate on the way. He can get some Void Rays to deal with the Roaches. I think earlier when I watched the replay, he did pick off a Queen there. I apologize for missing that.